Hello, and welcome to a special Halloween powered cube draft. Today, I will be allowing the Magic Arena auto draft to draft all the cards in my deck, and we will see how well I can play using the cards it drafts. Now, I do have a special stipulation. Once per pack, so once per round, I get one veto. So I can use it early, but that means I won't have it later. And I don't just get 3 overall. I can't use them all in the second pack, for example. So I hope Arena Auto drafts this Black Lotus. I do have to wait a long time, so this is going to be kind of a longer draft. But Black Lotus is obviously a great place to start. But if you're keeping very close track to my ranking and my gems, I have played a couple powered cube drafts since I last uploaded a video. One of them I went 6-3 on a very good deck, but the audio kind of got corrupted and was just off. Then I did another draft where I went 1-3, but I forgot to hit record it all on that one, which was a problem. And then I just finished one that I filmed in 2 parts, and I didn't have audio at all for one of the parts. So I've just been very much struggling to put out good content with audio. So I will probably, let's see if it'll auto pick this Lotus. Okay, this is my veto for the round. And since that's my veto for the round, I see no reason to sit here and have you all watch Arena Auto Draft. So I'll come back with pack 2. Okay, we are back for pack 2. Pack 1, there were some times where I wish it would have suggested a land, or wish it would have suggested a black card. You know, there was Borrow Goyf. If I had Lotus, Liliana, and Borrow Goyf, at least I could maybe try to use a veto on Dark Ritual. And this deck is just all over the place. So looking at this pack, there's nothing where I think adding it to the deck gives me a game plan. Entomb is stupid powerful in the combo deck, but it's not individual raw power level enough to warrant a veto here. So I think this is not going to be the pack for that. I definitely want to try to play black, but maybe I end up playing green. Honestly, this Proving Ground lets me play a lot of the cards in my deck, but I don't think it's worth a veto. I think all cards in this pack are equally mid. Persist is bad. I don't want to hit Persist. We'll see what it picks. If it picks Persist, I might veto it to the Proving Ground. It picks Beza? That's so bad. It just removed for an activity. But I'm right here. Okay. I mean, Emperor of Bones is one that's actually good by itself. So I feel like that's almost worth being the veto. But it's really drafting. I'm glad it's not drafting tons of blue cards, actually. At least it's sticking to 4 colors. And it's colors I technically have fixing in. I'm going to take the Emperor of Bones. What do I hope it takes here? I hope it takes, like, Skull Clamp or something. But now that I've used my veto, I'll get back to you next pack. Okay, back for pack 3. Pack 2, we had Entomb, Reanimate, Persist, all table. I ended up being auto-drafted a Reanimate, but it was ridiculously open. What I feel like my deck is right now is red, white, black. I'm trying to think if I have any sort of way that I'm leaning. In theory, I want to make sure that Black Lotus can be good, but I think that happens. So, Esper Sentinel, NT, Solitude are interesting. Paragon's good. It's good with Lotus. I'm going to let that get drafted. This pack, Mind Twist, is something I'm interested in. And honestly, so is Big Elspeth. I mean, that you kind of play it and you use its 0 ability to win the game if you have creatures on the board. Caryatid, if I end up playing green, is just a really good mana dork, but I kind of have this red, white, black as the colors where I have the most cards. Even have some fixing thanks to Arena Auto Draft. I don't think I'm vetoing in this pack. Preacher's also good with Lotus, in theory. Yikes. I might have to veto my way into this Fire Covenant. It's just a one-sided board wipe. You know, if I am falling behind on board and I play this Fire Covenant, you know, I can win the game with my Swift Spear with no anything. Maybe red. Red feels like the splash. All the colors are the splash. We'll see if Auto Draft takes the Covenant, but if not, I do plan on vetoing. Sunfall. I'm taking. I'll take the Sunfall. Rat again. Like I am aware that my deck is going to be bad. So how do I win when my deck's bad? I wrath being behind. This pack has Comet, which I could Black Lotus out on turn 1, and it has Shieldred, which my last video, the audio got half corrupted, but Shieldred just auto won me multiple games. I will see what it auto drafts. I am taking the Shieldred as my 1 veto. So, my vetoes were to pick up Shieldred, to pick up Black Lotus, and to pick up Emperor of Bones. We will let the draft play out, and then there will be a deck building portion of this video. So some interesting stuff happened with the final pack. Fire Covenant tabled, which is crazy. I ended up being able to snag the Elspeth. I didn't get the Fire Covenant. It just tabled. I got this Vindicate instead. I got a Nadu, and there was a Lightning Greaves I could have gotten but didn't. So we're going to build a red, white, black deck. This Spellbinder was great. So we're going to start with the cards that I'm definitely going to play. In that, out of white is those. Out of black, it's those. Out of red, it's those. Vindicate makes it. This is going to make it. This dual land's going to make it. Showdown's going to make it. Shadow Spear makes it. Lotus makes it. How many lands am I playing? 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Red, it appears, is the splash. Are any of these cards better than anything I'm playing here? I'm playing this as shock. I'm playing this as shock. I'm playing this as, bolt or whatever. Curve's not bad. We're just going for survive. Showdown of the Scalds on this curve is probably mid. So let's see if Black Lotus can carry an auto-drafted deck. Arena kind of bugged out for me there, but we got back in. So let's see if Black Lotus is as powerful as the kids are saying. I can always turn 1 Shieldred, turn 1 Liliana of the Veil, turn 1 Acolyte, and that would activate Void because I sacked the Lotus. Playing against someone who's good at Magic. This is not any of the things I just described. This is actually a bad hand of Magic cards. This is a good hand of Magic cards. Interact, draw. Looking for black source if we can find it. Okay. Just gonna get rid of that while we can. Only playing 4 mountains, but I guess I'm only playing 6 swamps. Luminarch Aspirant. Maybe I should have saved a braid. I probably would have abraded that before combat, but may not matter. May not matter. Kind of playing to Sunfall here, which is why you draft Sunfall in decks that are bad. Do I survive another turn? I do. We are just digging for answers. So this will get its effect no matter what. We'll say go. A lifelinker, another lifelinker, Lotus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see 10 damage. 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. So I'll go to 1. Okay. That is how it goes sometimes. I have faith, though. This deck is playable. Opponent had a good, fair deck. Probably could have held out a braid for the Aspirant. but also probably wouldn't have mattered. We're definitely looking to cheese out games. Let's see what we can do in game number 2. Man, we just cannot draw swamps. Black Lotus in hand. I think this is a mulligan. Let me know what you would do with this hand, but I feel like I need to be doing better things than that. Shadow Spear into things. Opponent will be outdrawing me endlessly. Spellbinder is actually kind of good against Library. Let me think if that's true. Not really. Like if they go to 6, expecting to draw up, and I put them to 5, that's when it's good. Opponents. So far, I'm 2-0 going against opponents who are doing very competent things, which is definitely not a given. Okay. So we will Spellbinder in an attempt to take them off of Library. We'll just make Bloodbraid Elf cost more. They now have 6 as opposed to 7. 6-7 joke. But this is a game I lose. The classic Hazoret Library hand. Opponent has committed to having not that many card. Yeah. I'm kind of playing to Elspeth, but they're just going to beat me with Hazoret. JK, better lucky than good. Submit 1. We'll activate. Get it back. Kill both of your creatures. And your Liliana. There's a reason I vetoed to get Emperor of Bones. Now I can put a Shadow Spear on it, and I'm actually winning this race. Cool. That is what happens here. Is it better to play Elspeth? Yes. It's not an exile, right? It is not. I have blockers. Let's turn off Delirium for opponent. Block, equip Shadow Spear, win the race. If that's not what goes on, we can Shadow Spear, fly. Opponent could always cascade into something crazy because I've made their spell cost 6. Let's see what Cascade says. Non-layer card that costs less. That's not how that should be worded. Elvish Reclaimer. Grist. So they have chosen... Oh, man. Oh, Planeswalker. That's good. That's good. No denying that. Hazoret stays home. Shadow Spear has 2 abilities on it. So now we parlor, get rid of this, put this on this, and I'm still dead. but at least opponent's going to have to do it manually. Okay. Enchantment, Planeswalker, Creature, Land. That is not good. We will say go. Blood-Red Elf doesn't get to haste anymore. But I don't think it matters. So 7 at me, down to 10. I get them to 11, myself to 13. They take me to 6. I get them to 8, myself to 9. Like, they're dealing damage to me faster than I'm gaining life. This Grist is a creature. Is it... Oh, it's an addition? Oh, it is an addition. Interesting. Go nuts, opponent. They choose to exile their own Reclaimer instead of either of my creatures. I guess they want them for virtue. Ren and also 6. No lands in yard. Shoot my thing. Who ate that Misty? Did I eat that Misty? Alright. Take some damage. I'm going to end up killing their Ren. That's not where I want to be. Okay. We're going to run this out. I need to draw cards. Submit 0. Combat. Like this. Say go, holding planes in case they draw like Inquisition or something, or Thoughtseize. Okay, they get to Bloodbraid. We'll see what Cascade lets them hit. Voidwalker is a good one. Couple tapped creatures for opponent. I don't know. I would attack me if I was them. Opponent does in fact attack me. They're taking 6. A Braid is interesting. A Braid their Voidwalker. I mean, currently they have, like, lethal off of 2 attackers. So maybe they just go for it. I'll pass. Like, I could see them going land, virtue, attack with all. In which case they die. I should have moved Shadow Spear. That was a misplay. Yes, I should have moved Shadow Spear. Certainly. Blockers here. I need to draw cards that are not in my deck. If Shadow Spear's here, I'm still dead. So, I'm not dead this turn. I bolt, I go up, I go down. But then I attack for 4, they go to 3 with a food. And I'm just in bad shape. 0-2. Have not done a good turn 1 Lotus play. Arena, honestly, the Arena auto drafter is a lot worse than I thought it would be. I wouldn't have done this if I knew that the auto drafter really just doesn't take cards you've already drafted into account at all. It doesn't even try to stick to a color, which I think is just poor design out of Wizards. I think it would be so easy to just say, hey, 80% of the cards that you've drafted so far are blue. if there's a blue card in the pack, auto draft that. It's not really advice or help. It's just saying, hey, Sunfall is in this hand, so I will keep. Our goal is to get to 5 and cast a Sunfall. And we are getting there. We are getting there. We got to use the second clause on Shadow Spear last game, so at least a win for that. Cool. I'm Showdown of the Scaldsing. Land. Emperor of Bones. Plans change. I'm actually only gonna get to cast Swift Spear or Mentor off of this, which is just super lame. We still have the plan of turn 5 Sunfall. So like if they bolt this, I play Mentor, they play some stuff and get rid of my Mentor. That's very much just okay. Because I clean up easy. Clean up nice. Layla. She got me on my knees. Layla. This is a good combo. Actually, lets you like put billion counters on it. And give it trample. So like this is about to be a 4/4. I might not even get to 5. Thank goodness. Opponent's deck is very much better than my deck. Yeah, I mean, that just seems so bad, but I suppose it's what we'll do. Put a counter on Emperor of Bones with just no creatures under it, and now it can't adapt. But, you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. It's actually growing their creature. Oh my gosh. Opponent agrees that that is funny. I will be sunfalling on my next turn. So please play lots and lots of creatures and go all in by discarding cards and all that good stuff. People told me Black Lotus was supposed to be good. Why is this deck not automatically winning? Bombardiers is something for me to sunfall. I suspect they will not be sacrificing their value engines to push through extra damage. But opponent's deck is actually insane. Good for opponent. They've given their menace creature. So if I block, I kind of fear that they throw it at me. So I'm actually just going to do this. Feel free to throw the Layla at me for 5. You weren't supposed to actually do it. I was pranking. It was a prank. Okay, they're about to bolt me. Goodness. Well, all right. The takeaway of this video is do not let Arena auto draft for you. You will not win any games. Arena does not know how to draft. That is all. Thank you for watching. This is definitely going to be the shortest gameplay video I post for a while. And happy Halloween for those watching today. Thank you.